Hey everybody, this is Alex Ferrante here, or Space Metal Ferrari 248 here with another CD pickup video, and I'm sorry I didn't update this one soon enough because I was really fucking busy with all other shit, and even if I wasn't busy with all this fucking homework being stuffed straight up where my rectum is, or just overall work in general, I probably would have updated this sooner, but at least I got a few more CDs along the way. But hey, here I am now, updating you guys. I got these four CDs I'm about to update you with are some CDs I got from Portland, Oregon. All of these add up to 7 plus 850 plus 425 plus 850. It may seem like it's by 30, but it was on sale, so it was actually 21.50. If you saw my, as I was doing some mall errands with my West Coast mother, Joan, who used to babysit me when I was just a toddler. It was 1999 she babysat me, and 2001, the year that she and her family moved out to Portland, Oregon. So 5 times before this year, I visited them. Visit them from 2003, 2004, 2006, 2007, and 2010. But then I visited them for a 6th time here in 2008. And I was doing some mall errands with Joan, and we were recommended Everyday Music by my West Coast father, Glenn, which he goes to with along with Harrison Wallace, the son of both those two, along with this store called, I believe this other store is called Second Avenue Records in Portland, which I went to and bought my 24th Metallica shirt. Called if you want to know, guys, want to know what the second Metallica shirt was at the mall, it was the One shirt. You could look for it on Instagram, as I always have it auto linked into the description down below. The one I got from the Second Avenue store was the Damaged Justice t-shirt, which was their tour where they had their 1989 Seattle show, which is pretty much everybody's favorite Metallica concert. I was pretty much having a metal conversation with a lot of random citizens of Portland, which I thought to myself, did I just land in a hive of metalheads or something? I was basically having a lot of conversations with a lot of people about thrash metal, traditional metal, extreme metal, and all that shit, while Joan and Hayden, while they were with me, were listening to my convos with those people, and sometimes giggling whenever I'm tell funny, remarkable events of what I do whenever I'm at those metal shows, such as throwing myself into the mosh pit, getting my ass knocked down, and the best part of those mosh pits is that they help me back up before they continue stampeding and beating each other to pieces until they're black and blue. But anyways, sorry for that little tangent, but I just thought I would give you a little bit, guys, bit of a backstory. First, we've got Masterplan's debut album, which is kind of funny. I bought this because for one thing, I already had this on digital download. I already had this full album on digital download, but since it was on solid copy, I thought, wow, that's rare shit. I never thought I would find this at a music store at all. Portland is a lot better than I thought, and every time I listen to the song Spirit Never Die, I can't help but to think of my friend Hayden and my West Coast mother, Joan. Because of the lyrics, climbing the mountain with power so strong, and their speciality is hiking and climbing, canyoneering, mountaineering, all that stuff. And I think the first song on this album, Spirit Never Die, solidifies that theme perfectly. And I absolutely love it, which is a big reason why I love power metal. I have a lot more details to go through than just that song, but hey, I think you all get what I mean. Next, we've got Nile. Don't remember what the name is called, but it's from. All I remember, it was signed to Nuclear Blast Records and was made in 2007. And "Eat of the Dead" was the first song I ever heard from this album. And I was playing this in Joan's car actually while Glenn was riding backseat, and of course, to my surprise, he was actually trying to imitate the growls on the song "Eat of the Dead." And I had no idea that Glenn was as into extreme metal, thrash metal, crossover thrash, punk rock like I was. I mean, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he send me to Second Avenue Records or Everyday Music? I mean, who else would? Today I learned I am now happier than ever that I ended this 8-year drought with my West Coast amigos. Next, we've got At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul. Of course, you guys would have guessed that At the Gates, the first time I heard of these guys was from the first track, Blinded by Fear, of course, which, holy shit, that song is insane on drums. You can never rest your arms to that song. I first heard these guys in 2008 thanks to Rock Band 2 on DLC. And then I heard of Slaughter of the Soul from Guitarist and the Ghoul on some, I think it was on some intro of his, either some intro of his or some Blood on the Dance Floor rant he made back in the day in 2014, I believe. But regardless, it's a pretty damn decent melodic death metal album. I give it it's a big high recommendation for all the melodic death metal fans out there. And next, we've got one of Judas Priest's more latest albums, Redeemer of the Souls. The strongest tracks are Dragonaut, Redeemer of the Souls, Halls of Valhalla, March of the Damned, Down in Flames. And pretty much this whole album is amazing. The production, I even actually think the production's solid. A lot of people don't give this the production pretty low credit, but I think the production couldn't have sound more in tone with this album. I think the production's pretty damn badass. Signed to Epic Records. Rob Halford still has that vocal range. Not bad for even being over at 60 years old. Take notes, Don Dokken. Next, we got Disturbed, The Lost Children. I don't think this album's a part of their official studio discography, but I still got it because, why not? At Walmart, I believe. And it was only $5, which is not a bad deal at all. Not a bad deal. But it says the edited version, but whatever. It's not like it's an official album anyways. And next, we've got Fly By Night by Rush, which I got at this music store called Listen Up in downtown Natick. $7. Also not a bad deal. I remember I kept hearing this song, well, not song, but some of these songs on the radio when driving back from Delaware with my mother, trying to keep at least hard and heavy music on while we were driving back. If we were doing ballads, then that would have made us sleepy because we didn't want to fall asleep, then crash, then die. We really could not do Hair Nation because there were too many ballads on there. So Hair Nation was kind of getting really boring in the current scenario we were in. So we had to keep it to Ozzy's Boneyard or Classic Rewind back in 2016. This wasn't as much of an issue in 2017, I believe, but it was still kind of an issue nonetheless. But I think you all get my point. And then next, I believe I completed this particular band's entire discography when I collect this particular album, but to the King! There you go. I completed Avenged Sevenfold's entire discography. Finally. Hail to the King. That's another band I completed the entire discography to in terms of studio albums. So yeah, that's what I got for today. I definitely came to Portland at the right time. I suppose Portland was the metal land. I'm astounded by the amount of people I had that struck up a conversation with me or broke the ice with me, for a lack of a better term, is quite surprising. I had no idea Portland, Oregon was as into metal as I was. I struck up at least, 4 or 5 conversations with other citizens about heavy metal. It was quite interesting. We even went to the extent of talking about a lot of deep cut bands, like what's it called, Nuclear Assault or Sarcophago, Suffocation. Well, Suffocation in the death metal community is not so deep cut. Overkill. Well, if we were talking about commercial success, then Overkill is kind of deep cut, in my opinion. Well, it's not really an opinion, since there is such a thing as being objectively commercially successful. Oh yeah, and I feel like I gotta tell this fun fact before I end this video, but I only wore Metallica shirts on my Portland trip. It was only Metallica shirts I wore while I was on that trip. Because I'm saying to myself, hey, since I have enough Metallica shirts for it to last an entire week, since I am now at 25 Metallica shirts, by the way, as if you see my Metallica shirt collection video, that is not up to date, so don't think that's all you see. So yeah, the 2 new Metallica shirts were Damage to Justice and One. You can go see them on my Instagram and look for them, since they're on there in the description down below, as my Twitter account and Instagram account are always auto-linked based on the option my YouTube gives me to add in some auto description for all my videos. I didn't put the Instagram or Twitter profiles in there on every video. They just auto do it. They just automatically put them there, is what I meant to say. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that CD pickup video. Oh, and by the way, yes, I got a tattoo. The Metallica tattoo. You can thank my West Coast amigos for being a part of what motivated me to get this tattoo in the first place. So, yeah. And honestly, this tattoo didn't really hurt whatsoever. The Metallica Ninja Star tattoo, as you can see, it's still healing. And even the date underneath it, May 19th, 2017. Hope you guys enjoyed this CD pickup video. Keep it metal and space out.